Disclaimer: this video contains AI-generated visuals, graphics, and/or voiceovers for entertainment and storytelling purposes only. None of the events or scenes depicted should be taken as real or factual. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel.
This was the moment. Everything just got real. Draft day, I flew my girl out from Orlando to Brooklyn so she could accompany me there, and of course, my agent alongside with my aunt and uncle. I was nervous and excited at the same time because I didn't know what to expect. And sometimes I just automatically expect the worst. So I'm sitting there just going through an array of emotions. My agent assured me everything will be fine and we will have a positive outcome out of the draft.
We're moments away from the #1 overall pick, and all signs are pointing toward one name, Rahmir Williams Jr. But before we get there, let's break down exactly what makes him such a special prospect. Joining me, I have NBA insider Shams Charania and draft expert Mike Schmitz. Quick, I want to get you guys' thought on this year's first overall pick.
Yeah, and look, this is a loaded class. You've got elite talent across the board, especially in the guard position, but Rahmir Williams Jr., he's separated himself.
Yeah, what stands out immediately is his feel for the game. You just don't see guards his age playing with that level of pace, control, and vision. He's got that Kyrie Irving type creativity with the ball mixed with that Rajon Rondo level vision and playmaking. He's always in control, always reading the floor. And don't sleep on the athleticism. He's got Vince Carter type explosiveness when he gets downhill.
And the scary part, he can score at all three levels. You give him space, he's pulling it. You press him, he's blowing by you. And when you combine the speed, the handle, the IQ, that's what separates him from the rest of this class.
So let's talk projection. What's the ceiling for Rahmir Williams Jr.?
There's a Damian Lillard type confidence to his game. He has that unlimited green light, and he's comfortable taking big shots. His ceiling is a perennial all-star, a superstar level guard, the kind of player where every time he steps on the court, you expect something special.
Yeah, very Kyrie Irving in that sense. Just jaw-dropping ability with the ball.
And his floor, or in his other word, what's his worst case outcome?
I mean this with all due respect because these are elite players. You're looking at a Nick Young or Jamal Crawford type outcome. Guys who can go get you buckets in a lot of different ways, but it kind of stops there. And that's the difference. Rahmir impacts the game in more ways than just scoring.
Exactly. Every player in this draft does something well, but Rahmir does everything well.
So what's the concern? Because no prospect is perfect.
Defense. Now look, he's active. He's instinctive. He averaged over 3 steals in the EuroLeague. But when you're talking about the NBA teams are going to target him in mismatches.
And that's because of his frame. He's gotten stronger, no doubt, but he's still developing physically.
At 6'3", maybe 6'5" with shoes in a league that's trending toward bigger guards, that's where teams are going to test him. But here's the thing. Defense can be developed. What he already has cannot be taught.
And that's why when you talk to people around the league, Rahmir Williams Jr. is the clear #1 pick.
Now, after all the work, all the sacrifices, and all the doubts, it all come down to this.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. For the talented young men hoping to hear their names called tonight, this is a moment they've long dreamed of and will never forget. To those here in the audience and those watching at home, thank you for joining us. Let's get to it.
With the first pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Rahmir Williams Jr. from the EuroLeague.
There it is. Rahmir Williams Jr. goes #1 overall. Special talent. Chicago just got their guy. And as we wait for the second round overall, we have a few minutes with Rahmir as he makes his way over here. Rahmir, first off, congratulations. You're the #1 overall pick. How does that feel right now?
Man, it feels surreal. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm still processing it. But at the same time, I knew this was coming. I worked for this. I'm ready to put on that Chicago jersey and give them Chicago fans a show.
You made a very unconventional decision going overseas instead of playing college basketball. Looking back, do you feel like that was the defining moment?
Yeah, that was the moment everything changed. That's when I bet on myself. I went from playing against people my age to grown men who was fighting for their livelihood. That forced me to grow up fast. It put a lot of things into perspective, kind of noticing the moment and seizing all opportunities. I give a lot of credit to my teammates overseas and Coach Javari for not allowing me to quit because, Lord knows, things had got tough for a quick second, but I prevailed through.
A lot of scouts praised your offense, but questioned your defense and physicality. What do you say to that?
Man, I've heard it all. The more and more you become submerged into something, the more you learn about the small kinks and tangible things that matter. Me knowing the talent I possess, I'm also aware of the talent I don't possess, and I'm greedy. So if defenses is something I need to beef up best, believe I'm in the lab every day mastering that skill because I want to be the most complete player. I know I can be. I'm actually eager to defend the top guards every night, so I can have those reps in with some of the game's best guards, because I believe iron sharpens iron, so I'm excited.
You're being compared to players like Kyrie Irving, Rajon Rondo, even Vince Carter in terms of explosiveness. How do you handle those comparisons?
That's by design. All three of those players are some of my favorites of all time, so it's no mistake I patterned my game after them. That's just a natural thing. All the greats have done it, pattern their game after someone, and just expand or advance it. To me, it just shows how influential the players we watch every day, how much influence they have. The first time I started playing AAU ball, my favorite player at the time was Rondo, so I would be spamming with passes all game long with my teammates, and that's what made everyone wanting to be on my team or play with me. And then when I got to high school 9th grade year, I hit a growth spurt, and I went to a private Christian school. So now I'm like the tallest kid there with guard skills and explosive athleticism. Wasn't until 10th grade when I took my game to the next level with just putting myself in position to make and take tough shots, because I realized once the scouting report figures you out and defenses start to dial into your scheme, it all comes down to how are you going to get your shots off now. So I put in overtime in the gym, making sure tough shots and shot making became like second nature to me. And I get that from watching guys like Kyrie or Kobe Bryant, or even guys that go under the radar, like Brandon Roy. So the comparisons are fun, and I'm inspired by all of them guys.
Chicago hasn't had a franchise guard like this in a long time. What are Bulls fans getting in Rahmir Williams Jr.?
Someone who has that edge of winning. I'm just so ready to win and play some good basketball. A few trades have happened pre-draft, and we still have the rest of the night, so I don't know all of my teammates just yet. But I believe in this organization to put together a group of guys that are going to go out there and compete, and that's all I can really ask for. I feel like as long as the team is competing, we'll be able to put on a great show for the fans and the city of Chicago.
Last question. If you could say anything to your younger self right now, what would it be?
I tell him, don't get comfortable. It's easy and actually second nature to get comfortable whenever you're used to a certain outcome. So I would tell my younger self to stay on your toes and always expect the unexpected, because you never know when life or situation will take a turn. And that's the best preparation for unpredictable situations.
Thanks for your time, Rahmir, and congratulations again. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we look forward to seeing what this season brings to you.
Last night was a movie, and I'm appreciative, but I left last night into last night. And now today, back to work.
If you don't know by now, I'm talking about Chi-Town.
Time to meet the front office, my teammates, and conquer the city of Chicago. Meeting the front office was a good experience. I even made my way down to the gym before the rest of the guys got there and got up a few shots. I'm in there with the trainers getting buckets, and all of a sudden I hear,
"Damn, bro, you didn't stick around draft night."
And I turn around, and it's Boogie Walker, my draft classmate. Chicago traded away to also have the number 5th pick, and they took Boogie Walker. I'm a fan of Boogie Walker because he went under the radar at Bethune-Cookman. He averaged 22.5 points per game, but it was an efficient 22. How he picked his spots reminded me of a young Joe Johnson, and he's country strong, so I knew me and him would be a good backcourt, depending how a coach develops the lineup. Once Boogie walked in, other players started to arrive. I seen a few new faces and a few vets. Either way, I took this as an opportunity to immediately grow and build with my teammates. Coach came in and split us. He said he wants us to have a competitive scrimmage. Everything slowed down, like I've been here before.
This is too easy. Keep taking that. Get ready to run. Oh, come. Hey! Flush it down.
Me and Jalen, we clicked instantly. I feel like he caught every lob and finished every pass I gave him. He was making me look good out there. Even on defense, I felt different. So much energy and great vibes from the scrimmage.
Roll on me, let's go. Oh, gotta move. Set out, get some. That was cool. Catch your breath. Yeah, baby. No. There you go.
Coach looked at his assistant coach with this certain look of amazement and blew his whistle smirking.
"Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun this year."
I plan to celebrate. I plan to celebrate and scream and pop champagne every chance I get, cause I'm at the Grammys, baby.
A few weeks later, it's that time for Summer League. Front office was really questioning whether or not I should play. They felt like they had already seen enough, but coach immediately disagreed and vouched for me.
You sit him out for his summer league debut, you take away something from him, and what you're taking away is his responsibility. This kid don't want special treatment. He wants to be in the trenches with his teammates. Let him play.
Coach came in the gym, tossed me a jersey and said, "I'm suiting up for Summer League tournament." Man, I really appreciate Coach for being a voice for me and advocating for me. Now it's game time.
Go.
The original game plan was to let me cook the first and third quarter, but the game had got interesting after I had brought us back after being down the whole game by a lot. Once Coach seen we had a chance to win, he made an executive decision and kept me in the rest of the game. And I had the performance of my life.
What you gonna play now?
We ending up winning, and we had a time after the game. We went out as a team and just really bonded over a win. Later when I got home, I had got call from Coach.
Good game, young fella. You straight up balled out tonight. You actually did a lot out there. So this brings me no pleasure in what I have to say. We are officially shutting you down until regular season. I wanted your first summer league game to be a statement to everyone, and you delivered on that. Don't look at this as a bad thing. We'll take this to learn our system more. You can vacate with the family and even train with team or privately. You're in the big leagues now, and there's people that get paid to break down the analytics of a successful winning team, and that comes with preserving your star player as much as possible. In the meantime, if there's anything you need, you got my personal number. Don't hesitate to call. This is all new to you, so what you might think a silly question is what might end up being the most important question.
I was upset at first, but I get it, and it actually makes a lot of sense. So I think I'm going to spend time with the fam and take a little trip before the season starts. But before I do that, let's head to this commercial break.